Hi, friends. Do you see what this says on my screen? Frequently asked questions. Nope. Friendly asked questions. Okay. I'm Kathy Weaver, and I am, you know this by now after almost a decade. I am so part of the fan club with Delinda Lane and the Fun Fearless Female global community of Christian women, and meeting with you guys, whether it's in person or on Zoom, has just completely rocked my world. I love it. So please keep those Zooms and one-on-ones coming. I really mean it. I appreciate you reaching out, and I appreciate the fact that we get to connect on Zoom no matter where each of us is located. So thank you for that. But friendly ask questions. I was thinking about that. We've been talking a lot about artificial intelligence and different things, artificial intelligence and the Bible, and how AI can actually help you navigate the scripture, if you will. But I also think, obviously, in terms of business, business, business all the time. When a client asks a question, how much is it? Okay, think about that. Whatever your product or service is. I've had people say they won't buy a $99, whatever it is. And then they, of course, in my business, they say they won't buy a $4,000 water machine. And the answer is not necessarily how much is it, because we bought whatever it is. Okay, you bought the $99 something, I bought the water machine. The money is not the issue. It's the value piece. Please consider that it's the value piece. Plus, they're not asking necessarily how much money is coming out of my account. Whatever, as I said, we all bought it. Think about how much your cell phone costs or your smart TVs all over your house. You've got smart TVs in your office probably. So it's not about the money piece that way. It's the value. So it depends on how you ask the question. So sometimes, of course, when people say to me, how long does it take the water to work? You've heard me on this call before say, how long does it take broccoli to work? I have absolutely no idea what the water will do for you because every body is different. So when someone says, how long before I notice a difference when I use your something? And you would be able to say, oh, 3 seconds. Or you would be able to say, let's think about that for a minute. How long do you think it'll take? And you're not being smug or smart about it. It's a matter of friendly asked questions. Question and answer situations with clients, friends, prospects is a big deal, in my opinion. And I learn from the master all the time. And the master for me is God. And so I go to the Bible, and I promise I do. When I get to see, I have a question about how do you ask friendly asked questions? So I literally typed into my AI service some of the questions that Jesus asked. Friendly asked questions. Do you think for 1 second Jesus had to ask a question? Hello? He's the answer for everything. But listen to some of these questions. And actually, even my AI service said, Jesus often asked thought-provoking questions to challenge, teach, and reveal deeper truths. Duh. Here are some of the questions that Jesus asked. Again, my AI service is so fabulous, and we have such a relationship now. And I mean that because I'm on this thing all the time. So in Matthew 16:15, who do you say that I am? Who do you say that I am? In Mark 10:51, what do you want me to do for you? By the way, what do you want God to do for you? What do you want Jesus to do for you today? Fix your something, supply your what? Abundance and favor is all over the place, in my experience. Just ask. Luke 6:46. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and not do what I say? If we believe what we're taught, Scripture is the answer for everything. As I told you before, it's my favorite business book. I have never yet had a question in my company that I can't go to the Bible and go, how do I, where do I, what do I? That's not in there. Not once yet, ever. Can any of you, by worrying, add a single hour to your life? That's Matthew 6:27. Think about that. The lilies of the field, the hairs on your head, the birds in the sky. Can any of you, by worrying, add a single second to your life? So, why are you afraid, you of little faith? I'm terrified of what? And you think about these things and it's like, oh my gosh. And why are you afraid, you of little faith, is Matthew 8:26. And again, this came from AI, so this is not because I'm a genius. What good is it for someone to gain the whole world? Gain the whole world. You got your desire of your heart, you get to have your whatever it is, yet forfeit your soul. Think about that. Once again, just like the AI service said, it's deeper thought. Then let's go to John 21:16. Do you love me? Friendly asked question. Even Jesus did it. Do you love me? Then why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? What? Why do you look at the speck of dust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the plank in your own eye? That's Matthew 7:3. And think about that. You've got a little speck of dust, all these little things, and all of a sudden you got bombarded with something. Right. Matthew 9:28 says, do you believe that I'm able to do this? Do you believe I'm able to do this? Can Jesus fix your something? Can Jesus heal your something? Can Jesus provide your whatever you need? Do you believe that I'm able to do this? And then John 1:38, what are you looking for? My friends, please consider the friendly asked questions, not frequently asked necessarily, but when people ask a question in your company, in your business, in your life, in your network, whatever that looks like, people were asking Jesus questions. And look how he answered them. I am all you need. In your company, when people ask a question, think about an opportunity to start that conversation and keep that engagement going with your person. I think it's a cool system. And think about the friendly asked questions. And then, by the way, I think in terms of if your product or service is so spectacular, please think about this for a second. If your product or service is so spectacular, why does everyone you meet or connect with or have a relationship with not own it yet? Do you know the answer to that? Why do they not own it yet? Please think in terms of friendly asked questions. I'm Kathy Weaver. You know how much I love Wednesdays. I love Monday. I love every day. Can you kind of tell that? Oh my gosh, I know. The good news is it's almost springtime in Kansas City. It's been gorgeous weather for a while. Probably by the time we turn the page, it's going to be snowing again. Oh, I can't believe I said snow. But honestly, thank you for being here. And please keep reaching out. It's been a blast to meet with you guys on Zoom, and I appreciate those meetings more than I can tell you. Think about the next friendly asked question.